Act 1. I worked at a big box store in the returns department. My manager, Linda, was the kind of person who loved rules the way some people love puppies. She'd walk around with a clipboard, finding minor infractions and shaking her head like we'd committed crimes. The returns policy was her holy scripture. She'd rewritten it 3 times in 2 years, adding new requirements each time. Her masterpiece? Every single return over $10 had to be personally inspected by a manager. No exceptions, no shortcuts. She'd made us all sign a form acknowledging this. I still have my copy in a drawer somewhere. Act 2. Then Linda got it into her head that I was too friendly with customers and not following procedure correctly. I don't know what triggered it. Maybe I smiled too much at the wrong person. She started hovering over my station every shift, catching minor things. She'd make me wait while she personally inspected returns I'd already checked. A customer returning a lamp? Linda would open every box, test every component, check the receipt against the item number, all while the customer stood there getting impatient. One return could take 15 minutes. My line grew long. Customers complained. Linda just smiled and said she was ensuring integrity. I was working 6-hour shifts and processing maybe 8 returns. We used to do 40. Act 3. Here's where it gets good. I realized Linda had written herself into her own trap. The policy said, every return over $10 must be personally inspected by a manager. It didn't say who could initiate a return, so I started bringing things from home. Old cables, a toaster that suddenly stopped working, a blender with a cracked jar. I'd wait until Linda was busy, which was always since she was the only manager who could do inspections, and drop my returns on the counter with a smile. I'd like to return these, please. She couldn't delegate. She couldn't refuse. The policy was absolute. I brought in 3 returns a day, then 5. Each one took 15 minutes of her time. She started looking tired. She started looking stressed. But she couldn't say a word. She'd written the rule herself. Act 4. By week 3, Linda was spending more time at the returns counter than at her actual office. Corporate noticed the return numbers were way up. They thought it was great, until they saw Linda's productivity reports. She tried to amend the policy, but I'd already sent the original to corporate as part of a suggestion box submission. They approved it. Linda was trapped. Eventually HR called us both in. They asked if there was a way to improve the process. I just shrugged and said I was following procedure exactly as written. Linda sat there, quiet, as the realization hit her. She changed the policy the next week. Now it says returns over $50 need manager approval. She looks at me differently now. I still smile at customers. Still process about 40 returns a shift. And every time she walks by my station, she walks a little faster.